So how did I get into crypto? It all started when I was a freshman in college. Like a lot of people, I didn't know what I really wanted to do. I ended up just picking business marketing as my major because it seemed practical, but I knew I was gonna hate that 9-to-5 lifestyle after college. It seemed boring, repetitive, and unfulfilling, but I just accepted it. I didn't think there was a better option for me. But then one day in January of 2017, a friend comes up to me and says, "Do you know what Bitcoin is?" And I'm like, "No, what's Bitcoin?" And he tells me a little bit about it, but he didn't know that much about it either. So I go back to my dorm room, hop on the computer, and I start watching all these YouTube videos about it. And I see that the price rose all the way up to $800 per Bitcoin. At the time, I thought that was insane. I thought I missed the boat. Like, I really thought it was too late for me to get in on it since it was already so expensive. So I closed my computer, walked away, and just forgot about it. 5 months later, I hear about Bitcoin again, and I'm like, let me check the price.
NANI?!
And it was at $2,500 per Bitcoin. The price tripled, which means I could have tripled my investment in 5 months by just waiting. So I got back on my computer, and this time I really started doing research, and this is when I learned that a single Bitcoin could go to $1 million. Like, that's actually possible. So at that point, I knew I had to buy some Bitcoin. So when the price per Bitcoin was $2,500, I took out my last 100, and I was like, all right, you know what? Let's do this. Let's buy some Bitcoin. And I remember thinking to myself, should I really spend my last 100 on this? But then I said, you know what?
Let's get it!
So I put that money in my bank account, took out my phone, downloaded Coinbase, and bought about 0.04 Bitcoin for $100. 2 months later, I checked the price and it's at $4,000. So my original $100 was now worth $160. And all I did was wait. It was literally the easiest money I ever made. And I knew that if I put more money in, I could get even higher returns as time went on because of how promising this technology was for the future of money. But the problem was I was just a typical broke college student. So I had to make a decision. Should I go back to college for sophomore year, or should I drop out to make money and learn as much as I can about crypto? But it really wasn't that hard of a decision because I could always go back to college. But I don't have a time machine where I can go back in time to when I should have been investing and focusing on crypto. I mean, at best, I become a crypto millionaire. At worst, I go back to college and graduate a few years later than I normally would have. The upside potential was huge. So I did it. I dropped out of school, I picked up a job, and I started putting most of my money into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And over the months, the price of Bitcoin kept going up. $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, all the way up past $19,000 per Bitcoin until it crashed down. But I'm still confident that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will reach new all-time highs again one day, so I'm still buying as much as I can. But it is also possible that crypto crashes to zero, I lose all my money, and I waste a good chunk of my youth. So stay tuned to see what happens.